The Mets pulled off their most dramatic win of the year last night. At one point, down 5 runs, they came back to beat the Cubs 9-7.
You've got 3 teams, New York, Cincinnati, Arizona, all basically fighting for the 1 spot. Matthew Boyd.
So the last 10 starts have been kind of a bit of a struggle for him, and you have to wonder about fatigue because he's at a career high in innings pitched.
So Matthew Boyd's retired the first 2, and now Alonso, and he's on a 9-game hitting streak.
Now the 0-2 swing and a miss, strike 3. Slow curveball got him. Strikeout from Matthew Boyd. No score at the end of a half inning. Cubs coming up.
Jonah Tong, his biggest start in a very, very young career.
His debut was great. His next 2 starts, not so great, but he really bounced back in that last start against San Diego.
Facing Michael Busch, left-hand batter.
This ball to the gap. That one is going to get down, and it's heading to the ivy. Michael Busch with 22 doubles pulls into second.
Puts a runner in scoring position to start the bottom of the first here against Jonah Tong. Now brings up a guy who's looking for a batting title, Nico Hoerner.
Boy, that was close, man. K-Zone loved it. Hoerner gets the benefit of not having it called strike 3.
Ball 4. He's walked him. And so now the Cubs have runners at first and second, nobody out. Tong did not walk a batter in that last start that he made.
Well, Ian Happ trying to put a crooked number up for the Cubs here in the first and set the tone.
Payoff pitch on the way. Swung at him, missed strike 3. Got him with a changeup, and that is a potentially huge strikeout. So 1 out. And Moises Ballesteros, similarly inexperienced to Jonah Tong, will be the batter.
Back up the middle, and it's through into center field. Charged hard by Taylor. Comes up throwing, and he is safe.
The Cubs have a 1-0 lead if this survives a potential challenge. I think the Mets do want to challenge this, and we'll see.
This would be a great welcome back for Tyrone Taylor if immediately he fires a throw to home that leads to an out.
After review, the call in the field is overturned. Runner is out.
Call overturned, runner is out.
So welcome back, Tyrone Taylor. Bouncing ball to third, picked by Vientos, runs to the bag, touches up, force play, side retired, and Jacob Tong with a huge assist from the center fielder, Tyrone Taylor, gets out of a rocky first inning unscathed.
So Tong so far has settled in after what was first and second, nobody out in the first inning. Since then, Tong's retired 4 in a row. McNeil up and can't make the catch. It ducks in behind him into shallow right. It's a base hit the other way from Matt Shaw. Up high, Busch walks. First and second now, nobody out. So just like where he was in the first inning, a little trouble for Tong right here.
Elite numbers, runners in scoring position. Nimmo will charge. He'll come up with it, and boy, they held the runner at third.
So Tong in a sticky situation right here with bases loaded and nobody out. Scoreless game, bottom 3.
So it's Ian Happ.
Hit hard toward first, fair ball down the line past Alonso. This will score 2. Shaw is in, Busch is in, Hoerner going to third, Happ into second with a 2-run double. Throw coming in late from Soto in right field. Ian Happ sends one right down the first base line, nearly along the chalk. And the Cubs in the third inning have a 2-0 lead. And the batter now, the young Moises Ballesteros, lefty. Nobody out. Third inning, 2-0 Cubs. Chopper hit left side past the diving Vientos going into left field. Hoerner is in. Happ gets to third. Nimmo fires the ball in. It's a single and an RBI for Moises Ballesteros. 3-0 Cubs. Bottom 3 and still nobody out. Ballesteros now 2 for 2. So Tong has given up 4 hits and a walk. Hit hard down the left field line. Base hit for Suzuki. That'll bring in Happ. Ball kicking around and left. Ballesteros gets to third. Suzuki into second with a double. 4-0 Chicago in the bottom of the third. And that's it. Carlos Mendoza is going to his bullpen in the third inning. Now, Jonah Tong had it and then didn't in this third inning. He leaves without retiring a batter. Lefty Richard Lovelady in his second outing back from getting recalled from AAA Syracuse.
Well, he gets the strikeout of Kelly.
So that's, again, the first out of the inning. 4-0 Chicago. And that'll bring up Pete Crow Armstrong. High fly to right. Soto moving over toward the line. Stops, makes the catch. Here comes Ballesteros. Here comes the throw. He slides in. The tag is late. Suzuki goes to third. Sac fly for Pete Crow Armstrong, and it's 5-0 Chicago in the third. Swing and a miss. Lovelady strikes out Swanson. They score 5 times against Jonah Tong.
We move to the bottom of inning number 4. Matt Shaw led off last inning with a base hit to right.
The 1-1 is launched. Deep left center field. This one is on the way and gone. Matt Shaw takes Richard Lovelady to the second row over the ivy in left center field. A leadoff solo home run in the bottom of the fourth, and it's 6-0 Cubs. Looked like a hanging breaking ball, and Shaw hit it out for his 13th home run of the year.
Mark Vientos will step to the plate, right-handed batter against Matthew Boyd, who's not allowed a hit through the first 4 innings.
Ripped towards third, under the glove of Shaw, who tried to pick it or olay it, depending on your point of imagination, and it goes into left field, and that should be the Mets' first hit of the game. And so Vientos aboard with a leadoff single, and that'll bring up Brandon Nimmo.
Nimmo, he's gone. He went up top with a changeup to pick up another strikeout.
So 1 away, and Alvarez will be the batter. Hit deep to left field. This ball looks like it's on the way. Back near the wall. He's done it again. Francisco Alvarez jumps on a changeup and launches it several rows back into the bleachers in left field. Alvarez, his 11th home run of the year, gets the Mets on the board, and the Cubs lead is cut to 6-2. So Clay Holmes on in relief, 2 men away, and Pete Crow Armstrong will be next. Swinging a chopper towards third. Vientos backs up, backhands, throws low to first. It gets away from Alonso. A run scores. It goes into the protective netting. Crow Armstrong will go down to second base, and the Cubs have a 7-2 lead.
He's got a strong arm, but he rushes it and misses low, and Pete can't pick this one out. And so a run scores, and it continues. It's an E5 all the way.
In the dirt, gets under the glove of Alvarez, goes to the backstop. Crow Armstrong to third, and nobody's covering the plate. Here comes Crow Armstrong, and he scores. Pete Crow Armstrong all the way around from second base as the ball went to the backstop under Alvarez's glove, and nobody was at the plate. Crow Armstrong, seeing that, essentially raced Holmes to the plate and beat him.
Matthew Boyd has gone the distance. He's allowed only 3 hits in the game.
And a little check swing, excuse me, that's an out from Soto. And Boyd has him off balance. 0 for 3 for Juan.
Craig Counsell will head to the mound. This might be the end of the night for Matthew Boyd. He pitched another good game. Excellent game, in fact.
Good to see this guy on the mound. Daniel Palencia reinstated for the Cubs from the 15-day IL.
Swing and a miss, strike 3, and that's out number 3. Valencia strikes out Marte. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Cubs 8, Mets 2.
Pirates hang on and get a win over the Reds.
Sean Manaea, Clay Holmes have piggybacked each other a couple of times this year as starter and reliever. Tonight they're doing that as reliever and reliever.
And line one into left field, a base hit. Matt is 3 for 3 with a couple of singles sandwiched around a home run. That's a good night, Ron.
We'll go back to the top of the order. And Michael Busch.
As Busch drives one in the air to deep right field. Back is Soto. It's got a chance. Gone. Michael Busch, a 2-run home run. Cubs lead 10-2. Hanging breaking ball. And he didn't miss it.
Quiet night. Boyd did a good job against Lindor, Soto, and Alonso.
And Soto launches it in the air to deep left center. Crow Armstrong back. It is gone. A home run for Juan Soto, number 43 on the year for Soto. And that cuts the Cubs lead to 10-3. It's 105 runs batted in now. 2 men away.
1 out away.
Swinging a ground ball wide of third, picked up by Shaw, throws to first in time, and the ball game is over. Chicago Cubs have evened up this series at a game apiece. It's the final score: the Chicago Cubs 10, New York Mets 3.